Suck a little less. Suck a little bit less. If you can't get better, all you got to do is suck a little bit less. I'm feeling it today, folks. I just got back from a long walk in the winter sun. I was up at 9 a.m. I was up at 8. My girl dragged me out of bed. And I went for a nice walk. I got some steps in, got the sun on my face. And I was thinking about how sometimes we say, hey, we can't get better. We're trying. We're trying hard at this. We're trying hard at that. I'm trying to learn the guitar right now. It's not going great. It is not sounding good. But every day it sounds a little less bad. It's all you got to do. You just got to get up and be a little less bad every day. If you can't, sometimes when we feel like it's too hard to get better, well, if it's too hard to get better, just suck a little less. Because really it's the same thing if you think about it. Because I know for a fact, maybe we can't get better. First of all, we can do anything. But if you feel like you can't get better, then just suck a little less. It's, we have to trick our brains most of the time. Most of the time, it's just tricking the thing between our ears to get to what we want. By any means necessary, like what Detroit Red said, Malcolm X or Jean-Paul Sartre, or whatever. To me, it's Malcolm X's phrase. Jean-Paul might have wrote it, but Malcolm X, man, he took it way further than a playwright did. If you feel like you can, eliminate that word can't, first of all, from your vocabulary. You can. We don't live in a world of can't. We live in a world of can. You can do it. You can do it. When I was in high school, man, I had a high school track coach. His name was Coach Ty. He was the only coach who wanted you to call him by his first name. That's how cool this dude was. This is why I love this guy. Everyone else is like, oh, I'm Coach blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to say their names. They were nice too. But Coach Ty, this dude was a real one. And if you look at me, I'm not that big of a guy. I'm 5'11", which means I'm a liar, apparently. But 5'11", 180 pounds. And for whatever reason, I chose to do the shot put in track and field. I chose the field part of track and field when I was in 9th grade and 10th grade. And there was this guy, Josh Hart, who threw 60 feet, 65 feet. He was amazing. He almost made the Olympics. And then I came up. I was 3 years after this kid. So Coach Ty had to deal with me. And I would be like, Coach Ty, I can't do it. And he'd be like, Salnick, get my face, Salnick, don't ever say you can't. He would pick me up, but it was in a good way. And be like, don't ever say you can't. You can. Now drop and give me 20. And I would do 20 push-ups. And I gotta say, it worked. Thank you, Coach Ty, for making me do push-ups. I make my girl do push-ups now. She says she can't do something. Make her like, drop and give me 20. You can, I don't know, do whatever. And I don't know, you can do it. You can do it. Thank you, Coach Ty. I just feel like we have to trick our brains most of the time to get to where we want to be. Even with this, I think this is probably the best example for me right now is I am talking to you, and I hope it's in some way helpful. I have no idea if it's good, but I know every day I do it, it's a little less bad. And the only way it's going to get better is if you do it. And you got to not even think about, well, what if this, what if that? Well, what What if it turns out better than you ever thought it could? What if it's so amazing that you get to your goals and you're like, wow, this was amazing? You're never going to get there if you don't do it, though. So every day, you just got to focus on one thing to suck a little bit less on. At the gym, you're not great with your chest days or your leg days. Okay, so spend a little bit more time on that. You want abs, eat a little bit less. I eat late at night. That's my problem when I think of my journey with fitness and everything is, dude, I'll eat like, but here's the thing, my journey with that has been, I used to eat like, chips or like Cheetos or like packaged foods late at night, and now I've moved it down. What do I eat at night now? Popcorn. That's it. You know what's next? Carrots. I'm going to turn orange from the amount of carrots I'm about to eat. But every time I take that step, I go, I'm eating better because I'm not treating my body like, I'm not eating like an asshole as much every time. And then after that, after the carrots, I'm going to go, maybe I just shouldn't eat at all. Anytime past 9, past 10 p.m. I got a Ninja Creamy. I'm working on that right now. But in all seriousness, I mean, you can get better at anything that you decide to put your mind to. You have to trick your brain. We have to out-trick this thing. It's our greatest asset, and it's also our biggest enemy at the same time. But usually the hardest part is just getting started at the thing. So if you can trick it into saying, okay, I don't need to be better at this thing today. I just want to be a little less bad at it today. Give it the wink. If you're not watching, I'm winking. And if you can trick your brain into going, okay, I don't need to be better at this. I can just, maybe I won't mess up as much. Surprise. That means you're doing better. That means you're doing better. In fact, I will say, even if you just do the thing, you're already better because you're doing it. It's like you're doing it, so it's making you better. That's how I look at it. That's how I see it. That's how I choose to perceive it, choose to look at it. Look, people, I don't have all the answers. I'm not even going to pretend to think I have all the answers. That would be disingenuous, and that's not what we're here for, is it? But what I will do, and what I do promise to do on here every day, is suck a little bit less.